It's Senior Night 2022, and it's a big conference matchup. Lane Sack and Northside set to tip off in just under 7 minutes in a big Red Northwest Conference matchup on the final conference matchup of the season for Lane Tech. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Alex Burstein above the court here at Lane Gymnasium for what should be a fun night of hoops. Lane Tech and Northside set to tip off in just a couple of minutes. It's been all Lane Tech recently in this series. They've won a couple in a row against the Mustangs, but Northside off to one of their best starts in recent history. They come into tonight's matchup with a 12-8 record, and both of these teams 3-4 in conference play. The winner of this will take over 5th place in the conference. It is senior night here in Lane Gymnasium, so we're going to have a ceremony in a couple of minutes where we'll turn you to the court for that one and try to get the audio for that in a couple of minutes. But as we mentioned, senior night, the 7 seniors being honored tonight for Lane Tech. It'll be number 10, Lauren Collins, number 12, Hope Johnson, number 15, Katrina Arsenyevic, number 22, Kayla Jones, number 23, Anastasia Lamperis, number 35, Zoe Haritos, and number 44, Caroline Myers, hoping to get a win on their senior night, possibly their last game here at Lane Gymnasium as part of this team. We're yet to see based on how city playoff brackets go out, but this is their last regular season home game. They have 2 more regular season games and also city and state playoffs. However, Lane Tech not hosting a regional this year. Players are on the sideline getting ready for senior night. Should be a fun matchup. As we mentioned, Northside off to a 12-8 start. They had one of their hottest starts ever this season. Won a Thanksgiving tournament. For Lane Tech, it was kind of the opposite story. It started kind of struggling, but since then they've gotten a lot hotter. 3-4 in conference play. They can get to a 500 conference record with a win tonight in their final conference game of the year. Final conference game for both of these teams. Tonight, this is actually the only conference game going on. Lane Tech and Northside. A couple other teams in action, but none of them facing off against each other. So both of these teams trying to jostle. This will be the final conference matchup of the year, and Lane Tech and Northside, as we mentioned, trying to get into 5th place. Looks like they're going to start the ceremony soon, so we're going to send you down to the court, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes for a tip-off here on Senior Night 2022.
Okay, next we have Hope. Okay, so Hope has heard me say this countless times, but Hope is the soul of our team. Hope has some of the most positive energy I've ever seen, and it's really inspirational to me as well because I talk about energy all the time, but I don't always practice what I preach, and Hope is constantly positive, always. And when she's absent, we really notice her energy missing. Hope has also received a full scholarship for leadership skills, and I can't envision anyone else who is more deserving of that. Okay? Good job. Okay, next we have Zoe. Zoe is our most coachable player. Zoe, her freshman year, did not get a lot of playing time, and that was because you listened to everything we said, and not only listened, you worked so hard. Besides being coachable, you are also our sweetest player. I see it with your younger brother, and I also have to yell at you a lot about saying sorry when you shouldn't be. But you have been so fun to watch and grow in this program. Good job, Zoe. Okay, next we have Lauren. So me and Lauren have a relationship, and everyone knows about our yelling relationship. I yell at Lauren more than anybody on this team. Anybody. And you know what? She takes it. She has not quit. For those of you who don't know, Lauren is a 3-year varsity player, and her sophomore year, first game, she tore her ACL. And it was, I'm gonna cry about it now. It was really sad and really hard to see all the struggles you went through. But you know what? You got over it, and you're a leading rebounder this year, and I cannot be any more proud of you. Good job, Lauren. Okay, so last but not least, we have Anastasia. So Anastasia was on the sophomore team her freshman year for a brief period of time. We had a few injuries on the varsity team that were guards, and I said to Coach Kane, I need to pull Anastasia up until I have my, now I'm talking about her, so that until my guards recover. So Anastasia came, played her first game. I don't know, she had double-digit points. And I looked at Coach Kane and I said, sorry, you're not getting her back. Anna has been so truly a 4-year varsity player. You have been such an impact on the program. And what I admire most about you is your mental toughness. I have never met a girl who has been as mentally tough as you. You're also so kind because your freshman, sophomore year, even, last year a little bit, you didn't have always the nicest teammates, and you have never let it make you not a nice teammate. You have never let it change who you are, and that is super admirable. Okay? So thank you, Anastasia.
There you have it, all 7 seniors for this Lane Tech girls basketball team. It'll be their senior night, all seniors in the starting lineup for tonight's game. A couple of photos on the court, and then we'll be ready for tip-off here at Lane Gymnasium. Speaking of starting lineups, it's time to meet them. First for the visiting Northside Mustangs. They're a very young team, only 2 seniors on the team, so not as many seniors starting as will be for Lane Tech. But starting off for the Mustangs, it'll be number 3, Colleen Burt, getting to start. Number 15, Veronica Skipper, getting to start, the 5'4" junior guard, to go along with number 31, Olivia Petrillo, number 33, Tessa Myatt, number 42, Kate Shingler, and number 44, Anna Molderink. Those are your starting 5 for Northside. And as for Lane Tech, they'll be going with, as we mentioned, 5 seniors in the starting lineup on the Senior Night 2022. It'll be number 10, Lauren Collins, number 12, Hope Johnson, number 22, Kayla Jones, number 23, Anastasia Lamparis, and number 44, Caroline Myers in the start for Lane Tech. A couple of final pictures on the floor, and then we will be ready for tip-off here. For those of you just joining us, it's a big game other than senior night. These 2 teams fighting for 5th place in the Red Northwest. Neither of them are going to get demoted, however. For city playoff seeding, that's very big to see who you get to play in the first round of city playoffs. The winner of this gets 5th seed, or it's not 5th seed, but gets 5th place in the conference. The loser gets 6th place in the conference, as they both come in with 3 and 4 records. 8 minutes on the clock. As we mentioned, it will be starting in just a couple seconds. Both the teams still getting situated. Lane Tech taking a couple of last-minute pictures. Alex Burstyn on the call here from Lane Gymnasium. Lane Tech started the season off rough. They had a 2-6 record through their first 8 games, but they've definitely turned it around. 7-10 now, heading into the home stretch of the season, and it doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you end, and Lane Tech has been ending quite well. As we mentioned, they can get to 500 in conference play tonight with a victory. Looks like they're going to put an extra 8 minutes on the clock, so we'll have to have a little extra time to start and talk about these teams. We'll be in for about a 6:48 p.m. 6:48 p.m. tip-off. And we'll be back in just 1 second.
Are you on the air right now? Sorry.
Under 6 minutes to go here until tip-off on Senior Night 2022. Thanks for joining us. Alex Burstyn on the call here from Lane Gymnasium. Lane Tech and Northside set to tip off in just a couple of minutes in some Thursday night Red Northwest Conference action. Slotted for a 6:30 p.m. tip-off originally, and it's going to be closer to about 6:45, 6:50 for the actual tip-off. We got your starting lineups a couple of minutes ago, but just for those of you joining us, we'll go through those once again. It'll be Veronica Skipper, the 5'4" junior guard,
Starting for Northside to go along with number 31, Olivia Petrillo, a 5'8 junior guard / forward mix. You don't see that a lot. Plays both the guard and the forward position. To go along with number 33, Tessa Myatt, 6 foot junior forward / senior. Number 42, Kate Shingler, a 6'2 junior center / guard / forward. So she plays just about every position. Those two, Myatt and Shingler, going to bring some height to the Mustangs roster tonight. And finally, number 44, Anna Molderink, getting the start, the 5'6 junior guard / forward. She's been impressive this year. Got all tourney at this year's holiday tournament for Northside. As for Lane Tech, it's all seniors taking the court to start things for Lane this evening. It'll be number 10, Lauren Collins, the senior guard. Number 12, Hope Johnson, the senior guard. Number 22, Kayla Jones, the senior forward. Number 23, Anastasia Lamperis, the senior guard. And number 44, Caroline Myers, the senior forward. So 2 forwards and 3 guards to get things going for Lane Tech. Lane Tech will be wearing their home whites, as you can see on the left side of the court right now. Mustangs in their road maroon jerseys for tonight's contest. Northside, this team is off to a pretty good start, 12-8 through 20 games. They started the season 10-4. That's what they played in their 2021 games. 14 games, they won 10 of them. They slowed down a little bit since then, 2-4 in their last 6 contests, and they've lost 2 in a row. A tough loss to Amundsen in non-conference play, and then a close loss to Payton in the Principals Cup this past week. But they've had some big wins as well, 41-28 over Westinghouse, and as we mentioned, they got first in their Thanksgiving tournament and second in their Christmas tournament. So this team's been winning when they need to, and they'll hope to get a win tonight to clinch the 5th place finish in the Red Northwest Conference. Lane Tech, very senior heavy, 7 seniors on this team. They're even bigger. Next year's senior night will be even bigger. There's 9 juniors on this team, but the seniors get a lot of playing time for this team. As you mentioned, Collins, Johnson, Jones, Lamperis, and Myers getting the start tonight, but expect to see the other 2 seniors and probably some of the juniors as well get some playing time in tonight's matchup. 2:30 on the clock, so we'll be set to tip off in just a couple of minutes. Just looking at the warm-ups right here, looks like Lane Tech has a little bit of the height advantage over Northside. Northside has those 2 tall starters in Myatt and Shingler at 6 and 6'2", respectively. But other than that, looks like Lane Tech will have a little bit of a height advantage. Northside has some shorter guards, but they'll hope to make up for that in speed in tonight's contest. Lane Tech entering tonight's matchup 7-10, 3-4 overall, but they're coming off of a big win against Jones on Tuesday night, 50-40. Lane Tech put 3 players in double digits scoring wise. They had 10 from all 3 of those players, and it definitely helped them in the standings. As we mentioned, this is a big game because they won that game on Tuesday. Jones is ahead of them in the standings, 5-2 in conference play. So this is that was just the 2nd conference loss of the year for Jones. Lane Tech just put together a good offensive performance, putting 50 on the scoreboard, and that was enough for them to get the win, and they'll hope to repeat that tonight against Northside. After this, Lane Tech will have 2 non-conference games. They will play Resurrection at Resurrection on Saturday. That's a 2:30 p.m. tip-off. Between them and their next game, they will have city playoffs. Obviously, we don't know how far they'll go on that or the exact date/times yet. However, sometime between there and February 9th, they will have city playoffs, and then on February 9th, they will be traveling to Loyola Academy for a 6 p.m. tip-off. And then after that, of course, the state playoffs where Lane Tech will be hoping to make a run. Both the teams at their benches, under a minute to go until we are set to tip off here at Lane Gymnasium on Senior Night 2022. 7 seniors getting honored before the game tonight. You can go earlier in the broadcast if you missed that. I believe our audio was picked up for that ceremony. Head coach Megan Malloy of Lane Tech having some nice words for all the players. They just put a couple of chairs near center court, so I'm not sure if there's going to be another ceremony or what. We'll see. 25 seconds on the clock. Don't know if we're doing the national anthem or not, but either way, we should be good to go in just a couple of seconds. Lane Tech and Northside here on Senior Night 2022. We'll be back in just a couple of seconds for tip-off. You're watching Lane Tech basketball on the Lane Tech Athletics YouTube channel. So a player-run national anthem tonight. 3 Lane Tech players playing the national anthem. Mimi Rector, Logan Kane, and Marissa Yulee playing it. And now it's time for some basketball. Starting lineups going on the court, so we'll get you those here on the broadcast. Once again, it will be Veronica Skipper, Olivia Petrillo, Tessa Myatt, Kate Shingler, and Anna Muldurink, on the starting lineup for the Mustangs. And as for Lane Tech, it'll be 5 seniors starting off: Lauren Collins, Hope Johnson, Kayla Jones, Anastasia Lamperis, and Caroline Myers in the starting lineup this evening for Lane Tech. Once again, thanks for joining us. Alex Burston on the call here from Lane Gymnasium on Senior Night 2022. Should be a fun one between these two teams. As we mentioned, Northside only with 8 wins in the last 29 contests against Lane Tech, and most of those came a couple years ago. Lane Tech's been winning all of them as of recent, but this is a very strong, very young, but very strong Northside team. I say young, but a lot of those players, juniors who have prior varsity experience. So they're an experienced yet young team, and that's shown in their 12-8 record to start the year. And they'll hope to make it a 13-8, but Lane Tech hoping to get to 500 in conference play with a win tonight. Lane Tech coached by head coach Megan Malloy and Northside head coach Henry Henderson for tonight's matchup. 2 referees on the court, and they'll be ready to start. They fist bump, and looks like we're just about ready for tip-off here. It'll be about a 6:51 tip-off here for Senior Night 2021. A little later than we expected, but still time for some good basketball here on Thursday night from Lane Gymnasium. We'll see who's in the circles for each of these teams tonight. Looks like it'll be Anastasia Lamperis taking the tip for Lane Tech. And for Northside, as expected, it will be Kate Shingler, the 6'2 junior. Schindler has a couple of inches on Lamperis, so expect Northside to win the tip here. We'll see all of Lane Tech's players on the court right now look to be about the same height, so Schindler would probably have the advantage against any player. So as you mentioned, looked like overall Lane Tech has the height advantage, but Northside in this starting lineup has it. As an early steal here by Lamperis, and we're underway here at Lane Gymnasium on Senior Night 2022. Johnson with it on the far side, gets it to Lamperis. 7:45 on the clock, 0-0 the score here between Lane Tech and Northside. Johnson gets it again in the corner, gives it to Lamperis, one of the top scorers on this team. She loses her dribble, puts up a 2, can't get to go. And Northside will get the ball for the first time tonight. Petrillo bringing it up the court for the Mustangs. Lane Tech looks like they're going for a zone early on tonight. Myers got a hand on that, but Northside will keep possession. 7:20 now to go in the first quarter. 32 minutes to decide who gets 5th place in the Red Northwest Conference. Myatt underneath the basket throwing some elbows. They'll call the foul on Lane Tech. They triple-teamed Myatt when she got the ball, but she draws the foul, and Northside will keep possession. That's the first foul of the day, and it goes against the Lane Tech. So early foul for Lane. They'll hope to keep those down tonight as the inbound here. Thinking about the 3 there was Petrillo. She'll decide to dribble it out instead and gets it to Myatt top the key. This Northside team with ease gain it inside the paint and inside the perimeter here early on as the missed shot rebounded by Lamperis, and Lane Tech has the basketball back. Still 0-0 a minute into this one, 6:50 to go in quarter number 1. Jones far side drives in out to Lamperis. She misses the 3. Trying for an offensive rebounds Lane, but Northside will get it back and they're driving. The short 2 on its way, and that one's good. First bucket of the game will go to Olivia Petrillo, and the Mustangs are on top 2-0, 6:30 to go in quarter number 1. Northside playing with a full court press here with 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Alex bursts down the call here from Lane Gymnasium. Johnson with it near side. Lamperis drives out, passes it out to Collins. Now the 3 on its way. That one baked in and good for Kayla Jones. And Lane Tech scores for the first time tonight off of a 3 from the senior. 3-2 their lead, now over 6 to go in quarter number 1. So Lane Tech finally gets on the scoreboard, but a quick 2 on the other side of the court from Myatt. And Northside back in the lead now 4-3. Expect this to be a back and forth matchup tonight. It is a pretty evenly matched team as Collins hits the 2, and now Lane Tech scoring coming alive. They score on back-to-back possessions to take a 5-4 lead here. 5:30 to go in the first quarter. Lane Tech trying to stop this inside attack as Schindler misses her first shot attempt. It will go off of Lane, and Northside will keep possession. So Lane Tech has been forced to mainly take shots from the outside tonight. Northside, though, they have been able to take it inside the perimeter, even to the paint with ease as they get Schindler can't hit it on the run. That would have been a nice basket for the Mustangs. They can't convert, though, and Lane Tech will get it back up by 1 with a chance to build their lead. Collins gets it out to Johnson. Johnson swings it to Jones on the far side. Tried to give it inside to Lamperis. She'll finally get it, go up for 2, and that will be the first foul of the day called on the Mustangs. And Anastasia Lamperis will head to the line to shoot a pair, 5-4. First foul of the day on the Mustangs. Lane Tech has 1, so not a super bunch of fouls here to start, but under 3 minutes into the game, and both teams have 1 as Lamperis hits the first free throw to go up 2. Lamperis played varsity minutes all 4 years with this Lane Tech team as the second free throw no good. She goes 1 for 2 from the line, and there will be a 2-point Lane Tech lead with 5:05 to go in quarter number 1. Nice steal here from Lane Tech. Hope Johnson gets it after the tip from Collins. Lamperis pulls for 3, can't get to go. Lane Tech trying for their second 3 of the game, can't get it. And that one will go off of Northside, and Lane Tech has another chance at it here. 4:55 to go now in quarter number 1. Collins gets it to an open Jones, but goes off her hands, and the Mustangs will get it back. Northside wearing their maroon jerseys, going from right to left on your screen this evening. Lane Tech in their white jerseys, going from left to right. 4:50 now to go in quarter number 1 of play. Losing the basketball, but scooping it up is skipper there for Northside. Down low they get to Myatt, and a travel is going to be called right as they got into the hands of Schindler. So Schindler quite possibly the best player on this Northside team, but a couple missed shots and a turnover there for her as Lane Tech will get it back up by 2. Now 4:40 to go in the first frame of play. Jones with it, top the key, Collins. Goes to her right-hand side. Nice spin move. Can't finish, though. That would have been a nice basket. Lamperis with... that was Myers with the putback, and Caroline Myers gets on the scoreboard for the first time tonight, and Lane Tech out to their biggest lead so far, and now a turnover here from Lane. Their offense starting to really click, but they're going to turn it over back to the Mustangs. Schindler down low, loses it. A lot of turnovers here, but she gets it back, and they are going to call a foul on Lane Tech. Second team foul of the half for Lane, and Northside will keep possession. So a lot of back and forth basketball. Lane Tech has scored a couple more baskets than Northside to get out to this 4-point lead as a 3 on its way. No good from Petrillo. Rebounding it is Lamperis. They're going to call a kicked ball, and it will go to Lane Tech. So Northside had a couple chances down there, but unable to do anything with it, and that is going to be the first mass timeout of this afternoon. 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 1, 8-4, the early lead for Lane Tech. It's been a pretty balanced scoring effort so far for Lane. No one scored more than a basket. 2 points from Collins, 3 from Jones, 1 from Lamperis, and 2 from Myers. So all of their starters have scored so far other than Hope Johnson. And it's 2 points apiece from Myatt and Petrillo for the Mustangs as they'll hope to get a couple more baskets. So just a couple minutes in, and and Lane Tech's already scored all 3 possible ways. They hit a 3, a couple of 2s, and a free throw from Lamperis. They'll have to have a couple more of those from each of their players as they try to win the second straight game in a row. 2 games ago, they lost to Trinity. It was a big loss for Lane, but as we mentioned, they rebounded against the Jones Eagles on Tuesday night, and now they have a chance to close out conference play with a win here, and they have an early 4-point lead as both the teams are going to break from their huddles. Looks like it is the same 5 on the court for both of these teams. No substitutes yet in the game for either team. And Paris trying to inbound it. Tight full court press here from Northside. They are playing with some heavy defense early on as they get to Jones. Well, the first sub into the game soon for Northside as Jones goes up the middle, loses it, and another turnover here. Almost poked away there from Schindler. However, Northside gets it back. Petrillo gets it far side there to Skipper. Nice ball movement here from the Mustangs trying to find the open shots. Now they're playing more on the perimeter here after they missed a couple of inside shots early on. 3:30, Schindler loses it, but they'll say it's tipped by Lane, so no backcourt violation. We'll also have 2 subs into the game soon for Lane Tech. So 3 subs at the next dead ball as they get it down low to Myatt. She can't finish. Fighting for the rebound, Lane Tech comes up with it. 3:13 to go in the first frame. Nice pass there from Collins to Jones. Jones pulls for 2 and gets it. Nothing but net there from the senior, and Lane Tech hits the 10-point mark up by 6. Biggest lead of the day so far for either team. Johnson here with tight defense on Petrillo. They put a second defender on her, but she passes it off. 2:50 now to go. The 3 on its way from Petrillo, no good. Lane Tech fighting for a rebound, they get it. Lane Tech winning the rebounding battle early on here tonight. Collins driving in, loses it, now goes up for 2, but rejected by the rim, and they're going to send Mulderink there. She can't get it though, and Jones is just a little bit faster and gets the turnover. Sloppy play there from Northside, and Lane Tech with a chance to build on their lead here, up 10-4, 2:20 to play in the first quarter. Alex bursting down the call here from Lane Gymnasium. Myers gained one of her first touches tonight, gives it to Jones, top the key. Pass just a little too high for Hope Johnson, and we'll have the subs check in now for Northside and Lane Tech. Checking in for Lane, it'll be number 15, Katrina Arsenyevic, and number 35, Zoe Haritos for Johnson and Myers, and number 30, Grace Monago checks in for the Mustangs. They get inside to Myatt here. Nice ball moving down low, and Schindler is on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Mustangs break a little bit of a scoring drought, and it's 10-6, under 2 to play in the first quarter. Nice crowd on hand here for senior night as a 3 on its way. No good. That one will go off the hands of Monago. Oh no, they're going to say it went off of Lane Tech. And keeping possession will be... No, they'll say it went off Monaco, and now Lane Tech will keep possession. So Lane Tech will have another shot at it here underneath their scoring basket. Sub into the game for Northside as Jones fires for three, a little bit off the mark. Rebounded there on the far side by Moldering. 1:40 to play here, 100 seconds left in the first quarter. Petrillo with it, gives it back to Monaco. The three on its way, no good. First touches of the day there from Monaco. For the putback, though, is Schingler. Lily Midyet, in her first touch of the day, and it's a basket, and now just a 2-point lead. So after Lane Tech looked like they might pull away here in the first quarter, a couple of quick baskets for the Mustangs, and it's a 2-point Lane Tech lead with 1:11 to go in the first quarter. Down low, they get to Jones, now Arsenjevic. Top the key, Collins almost loses it, but Lamperis luckily right behind her to keep it from going into the backcourt. Screen right, they'll pass it out here to Haritos. Here we go, once again, Lane Tech just struggling to find themselves in the paint, but Lamperis takes it for herself and gets the two. Quick two there by Anastasia Lamperis, and Lane Tech's lead back up to 4. Now 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Northside scored on their last 2 trips down the court, and a foul is going to be called on Zoe Haritos, her first of the game, Lane Tech's third. So pretty quick-paced first frame of play. As just 4 fouls from the 2 teams combined, 3 on Lane Tech, 1 on Northside, and just that 1 mass timeout. 12-8 Lane Tech on top of the Mustangs. It'll be Monago, inbounding it on the far side. Gets it in quickly to Petrillo, who loses it, but they'll say it was forced out of bounds by Lane Tech. And Mustangs will move it up the court a little bit and try to inbound things once again. A handoff inbound, you do not see that often, but they just gave it to Petrillo. A turnover here, nice behind the back pass there by Jones, but goes into the hands of Northside. The and one attempt there from Schingler, no good, but she will head to the line to shoot 2. So Schingler was quiet, but since then she has picked up her offensive pace. 4 points for the junior, and she will look to make it 5 or 6 here. First free throw, nothing but net. Beautiful shot there, and Northside cuts it to a 1-possession game here with 26 seconds. So we can assume Lane Tech will try to hold for one final shot here on the final possession as a second shot. No good, it will go off of Mulderink underneath the basket there for the Mustangs, and Lane Tech will get it back here up by 3 with 25 seconds to go. Tight defense still here for Northside as Collins will bring it up the court, being guarded there by Midyet. 16 seconds on the clock. They get in the corner to Collins, and they're going to call a travel. Travel called on Hope Johnson there. And with 13.6 seconds left there, Lane Tech was trying to hold for a final shot. Instead, the Mustangs will get a chance at it as the clock ticks under 10. Monago there on the far side. Gets double teamed by 2 people taller than her, and they're going to call a travel. And so with 25 seconds left, it looked like Lane Tech was going to try for a final shot. They turn it over, then Northside turns it over. So Lane Tech will have the ball in their hands with 5.2 seconds, the length of the court to go here in the first quarter. Collins with it, 2 seconds on the clock. Takes it coast to coast, goes up for 2, won't get it. 0.2 seconds on the clock, but she was fouled and will head to the line to shoot a pair with, as we mentioned, 0.2, 2/10 of a second left in the quarter. So this is basically just going to do it. Pretty impossible to get a shot off in 0.2 seconds, but anything can happen. As the first free throw on its way, that one no good off the back of the rim. We missed the substitution, but Anastasia Lamperis on the bench for the first time today here for Lane Tech. As the second free throw, no good. Collins goes 0 for 2 from the line. Oh no, they must call the lane violation, and she'll have one more attempt at it. So she was a little off the mark there on her second attempt, but she'll have a second try at it. As she goes for the free throw, no good. And the rebound there, almost immediately, the clock goes off, and that's going to bring us to the end of 1 quarter of play. 12-9, Lane Tech on top of Northside. A close one here. We'll be back in just a second. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Lane Tech basketball here on the Lane Tech Athletics YouTube channel.
A 3-point Lane Tech lead as we head to the second 8 minutes of play. Lane Tech on top of Northside 12-9, but they'll have a chance to cut into this lead early in the quarter as Northside will get the ball to start things off. Monago with it on the far side, gets it inside to Myatt, who's back in the game for the Mustangs. A 3 attempt, no good there from Schingler. Fighting for the rebound though is Myatt. Thought I heard a whistle, but the rest will say play on as the 2 from Petrillo a little bit off the mark. Myatt though with another rebound and throws it right into the hands here of Arsenyevic. She goes in for 2, and they're going to say off of Northside. A block attempt there from a couple of Northside girls, and possession will stay with Lane Tech. Refs are going to talk things over, and they're going to say Northside basketball. So they're going to say there was no contact there by any Northside player, and the Mustangs will get it back. Still 12-9, the Lane Tech lead, 7:30 to go in the second quarter. Alex Burson on the call here from Lane Gymnasium. Northside running right into a corner, but get it into Schingler. She tried to spin to her left, loses it, but they'll say it was a foul first on Lane Tech. That is the 5th team foul here by Lane. The first one called on Lauren Collins, but pretty close here for the Northside Mustangs to get into the bonus if they can get Lane Tech to foul them 2 more times. Lane Tech going with a pretty aggressive defense early on here. Schingler will pass it off, and a nice steal here by Jones. She has open court in front of her, goes up for 2, and a push in the back from Mulderink, and she will head to the line to shoot 2. Jones looking to add to her 5 points, the highest for Lane Tech so far tonight, and trying to make this a 2-possession game, up by 3 right now with 7:08 to go in the first quarter. First free throw a little bit off the front of the rim. And a rough day shooting from the free throw line for both these teams so far. Jones, one of the top defensive players on this Lane Tech team, but she is able to get her second shot, doing a little bit on offense here tonight as well. And Lane Tech's lead up to 4, a 2-possession game here with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Monago pulls for 3 off the backboard, doesn't get it, but Myatt scoops up the rebound. She's doing a little bit of everything there, rebounding for Northside. Now she gets it in the post. Gives it to a cutting Monago who falls with it. They'll say no contact from Lane Tech, and Lane will get the ball back up by 4. 6:45 now to go. Nice movement here. Haritos gets blocked though. Nice opportunity from Lane there squandered, and Northside will get it back. A lot of back and forth play here as now another turnover. As we said, a lot of turnovers, but they'll say Hope Johnson traveled just as she got it, so Northside will get the ball back just about a second after losing it. And a timeout is going to be called on the floor. Full timeout called by the Mustangs, so that is the first timeout taken here this evening. So Northside will have 4 for the rest of the game. 13-9, the Lane Tech lead over the Mustangs. Same story we saw in the first quarter here for the first 90 seconds of the second quarter. Nothing really changed. Lane Tech still with a slight lead, but a lot of back and forth play. And looks like what it's going to come down to tonight is just who turns the ball over less. As we saw in that last possession, Lane turned it over, then Northside turned it over, then Lane turned it over almost immediately. So whoever can limit those small mistakes and get a couple extra baskets on hand for it could be really big, because I mean, even if you stretch another basket or 2, Lane Tech would be on top by 8, and that would be a big lead for them. But for Northside, a couple of baskets would tie up this game. Out of the full timeout by Northside, it is going to be it'll be Mustangs basketball. Inbounding it, Anna Muldurink, who's been somewhat quiet here for the Mustangs, one of the better players on this team so far tonight, as she gets it far side, and we're underway once again here in the second quarter. Petrillo gets triple team, now passes off down low. Myatt gets it, and she will head to, we'll see if they call it on the ground or not. There'll be a foul called on Lane Tech. That is the 6th team foul so far tonight, and Caroline Myers will check into the game for Zoe Haritos. That was the 2nd foul on Haritos. And checking in for Northside, it will be number 3, Colleen Burke, gain her first minutes of the day. So now just 1 more foul until Northside gets into the bonus, as the shot on its way, and that's good. Cutting it to a 2-point deficit for Lane Tech, 13-11, 6:10 to go in quarter number 2 of play.
Johnson with it, passes it around the perimeter. Lane Tech with 2 people in the plate, and they're going to say that goes off of Myers, and yet another turnover here by Lane Tech. They're really starting to pile up for Lane, and the Mustangs get it back. 6 minutes to play in the first half. A slim lead for Lane Tech, but Northside coming off of a nice long 2-pointer. Myatt down low, gets it to Shingler. She goes up for 2, and that's just that height advantage. Tallest player on the court right now at 6'2", and Shingler is able to go over a couple of Lane Tech defenders, and we're all knotted up here. 13-13 the score with 5:30 to go in the second quarter. The 3 on its way from Myers, kicked up her foot, misses the shot, and that is going to go off of the Mustangs. Lane Tech will keep possession, so Lane Tech had an early 3, but since then they've kind of struggled from the 3 ball. Northside just has not taken many 3-point shots, gained a lot of their points down low in the paint, so it's going to be a key for the Lane defense as a 2, no good for Meyer. She goes 0 for 2 shooting on that possession, and Northside with a chance to take the lead for the first time in a while here, as Shingler will lose it. If she touches it, it should be a backcourt violation. The rest will call it, and Lane Tech will get a basketball back. So Northside will not take the lead after another Northside turnover, and Anastasia Lamperis will check into the game for Hope Johnson. So far tonight, there's been only seniors playing for Lane Tech, as Lamperis thinks about the 3, instead drives the baseline and makes an immediate impact after checking into the game. She hits the 2, and the lead back up to 2 for Lane Tech with 5 minutes to play in the first half. Myatt gets it down low after a couple bounces, still fighting for it. They're going to say it goes off of Lane Tech, either the last touch either on Jones or Lamperis, and Northside will keep possession here with under 5 now to play in the first half. A cutting Shingler. Lane Tech has to do a better job of stopping her. She's just going wherever she wants it, as now she gets it underneath at the perimeter, passes it underneath, and Myatt will get fouled and head to the line to shoot 2. Tessa Myatt, a former grade school basketball teammate of mine. She really knows how to pick up those fouls, get fouls called against Lane Tech players while fouling her. She's going to miss the first free throw. Free throws continue to be a struggle for both of the teams here. We should note that was the 7th team foul on Lane Tech, so Northside will be in the bonus for the rest of the second quarter. As a second free throw, a little more arc, and this one gets in, and Northside will cut it to a 1-point game. So whenever Lane Tech takes back the lead, Northside hits a shot or 2 to keep themselves in it. Just a 1-point Lane lead. Jones with it here on the near side, gives it to Lamperis. Lamperis scored on Lane Tech's last trip down the court right after subbing in. They'll try to get inside to Arsenjevic. She loses it, but it'll be tipped out of bounds by Myatt, and Lane Tech will keep possession. 4.5 to play in some Thursday night conference action. Down low, they get to Collins. She can't convert, though. Nice opportunity there from Lane, but they can't get points from it. Morongo underneath passes it. Petrillo now playing down low. She's mostly been playing from the perimeter tonight. That was the first time we've seen her really get the ball down low. Now she pulls for the long 2, air ball off the foot of Lamperis. Just about a foot too close to the ball, and it goes out of bounds off of Lane Tech, and Northside will have a second chance at it here, trying to cut into this 1-point Lane Tech lead. Any basket would give them the lead. They can't get it there from Shingler, and fighting for the rebound there is Arsenjevic. With 4 minutes to go, Jones tries to go coast to coast, can't get it. On the ground though, Collins picks it up, now out to Jones. She pulls for 3 from the near side, can't get it. Lamperis went off of her, now Northside will save it, and the Mustangs get it back. So a couple opportunities there for Lane. Now a turnover here from Northside. This is a really fast-paced game. We'll see how long Lane Tech can keep going with just 7 players playing, as the 2 there from Anastasia Lamperis. She's up to 7 points on the night, and Lane Tech lead up to 3. But as we were saying, especially with all these turnovers, it's a really fast-paced game, and Lane Tech so far tonight has just been going with the seniors, the 7 of them, as Jones goes for the layup from the right-hand side and gets it. 2 Lane Tech baskets in about 10 seconds, and it's a 5-point Lane Tech lead with 3:15 to go in the first half. That one punched out of bounds by Lane Tech, and it is going to stay with the Mustangs, and that will be a mass timeout. So after the timeout, we'll have 2 subs into the game for Northside, 2 starters coming back in, Anna Muldurink, and number 15, Veronica Skipper, the 5'4 junior guard. Mass timeouts being called at the first dead ball of every, under 4 minutes of every quarter, as the teams get a chance for a breather, and we'll talk things over with their coaches. Northside's in the bonus, but Lane Tech with the clear momentum here. A couple quick baskets for them. It will be Northside basketball here out of the timeout, but a quick turnover would be big for Lane Tech, and definitely don't put that out of question. There's been, it seems like a turnover every possession here. It's not been every possession, but every couple of times down the court. Lane Tech forcing it away from Northside, or Northside forcing it away from Lane Tech, as Lane Tech will break their huddle with the same 5, Lamperis, Myers, Jones, or Myers may just came in, Jones, Collins, and Arsenyevic. As for Northside, their 2 subs come in to go along with Petrillo, Myatt, and Shingler. I'm not sure Shingler has taken a rest on the bench yet today, as they'll have Skipper inbound it, gets it to wide open. Well, Durink now back to Skipper, and Northside will pass it around a little bit. No rush here, just down by 5 here in about the midway point of the second quarter, as the 3 on its way, an air ball there from Muldurink, and Lane Tech will push it. Tried to get to Arsenyevic, takes a couple of touches for her to get full control. Myers under the basket, she can't go. Rough day shooting for her out of the gate. She's missed 3 in a row, but it will stay with Lane Tech. 19-14 the score with 2:48 to go in the first half of play. Nice start for both these teams. Lane Tech playing a little bit better to have this lead, as Collins pulls for 3. Big shot, no good. Takes a bounce off the back of the rim and rebounded here by Shingler. This one will go off the hands of Muldurink, and a quick turnover here by Northside. This is what we've been talking about. Northside just giving Lane Tech the basketball time and time again, as Jones gets it near midcourt. Couple of people running from the guard spot here tonight, as Lamperis pulls a 3. Almost got a lucky bounce there, but it will be rebounded by both teams. Jump ball, and it will stay with Lane Tech. A couple of fans thought it was Northside ball, but the possession arrow will point towards Lane Tech. And with 2:30 to go, Lane Tech still has possession, up by 5. Underneath the basket, Lamperis misses it, but they will say it was blocked by Northside, and they'll have a third chance at it. Lamperis, we've seen tonight, she can play underneath the basket. She can also shoot it from the outside. Really a dual threat in that capacity, as Myers gets blocked immediately on her shot. Takes a couple of dribbles, now loses it. And a turnover, Northside gets the basketball back. 2:15 now to go. Down low, off the fingertips of Myatt. And Northside just playing really fast pace when they're bringing it up the court. And these last 2 times it's resulted in turnovers. I'd expect Northside to kind of try to slow it down, especially after the halfway point of this game, which will be coming up in a couple of minutes. This one almost a turnover by Northside. Myatt over there trying to save it, but she goes out of bounds, and Lane Tech will keep possession. Arsenyevic still looking for his first points tonight. Lamperis tried for the baseline pass to Myers, but she can't get it, and Northside will get it back. So a couple of these Lane Tech turnovers have come off communication errors, just passing it wise, so they'll try to clean that up here. Apologies, folks, there. I think we are back on the air. Just a little bit of technical difficulties here with the Wi-Fi. And looks like we're back on air. 19-17, Northside trailing Lane Tech here. Apologies, folks, for our technical difficulties. We're going to stick with the
And we're back on air. Apologies, folks. We'll be back for play-by-play commentary in just 1 second. Thanks so much for joining us.
All right, honey.
And we're back. Apologies, folks. 21-18. Lane Tech on top of Northside here as we start the second half of play. Couple technical difficulties here, but we should be good to go for the second half of play. Lane Tech basketball with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. So when we left off of a couple minutes ago in the second quarter, it was just about the same score. Pretty low scoring end to the first half, and now that's continued here into the second half as Petrillo drives the basket, can't get to go, and she will head to the line for two. A 3-point Northside lead, a 3-point Lane Tech lead. Mustangs trying to get back into this one. Been close all day long. Lane Tech had a small run there in the second quarter, but unable to break it open. As the first free throw good from Petrillo. And second free throw no good off the front of the rim. Petrillo with 6 points tonight. And nice defensive effort there from Myatt, but Lane Tech will get it back up by 2 now as a 2 on its way from Myers. That one no good. Lane Tech still playing with all seniors here in the second half of play. Alex Burstein here on the call from Lane Gymnasium as Arsenjevic will check in for Jones here just over a minute into the third quarter. Petrillo, after going 1 for 2 from the line, will bring it up the court. Gets it here. New player into the game, Colleen Burke for the Mustangs. Only had a couple minutes of play in the second quarter in the first half. As this one inside, that one will be taken by Lane Tech, and Lane Tech's aggressive defense still forcing turnovers here in the third quarter. However, it will go off of a Lane Tech player, and Northside will keep possession. Alex Burson on the call here from Lane Gymnasium. Big conference matchup as well as Senior Night 2022 for the Lane Tech basketball team. As Lane Tech's defense keeping Lane to the outside, and that's one of the keys, keeping Northside to the outside. And that was one of the keys we said in the first half is Johnson will force the steal on the ground, fighting for it. A couple players around us, they're going to call a jump ball, and the possession arrow will point towards the Mustangs. So a nice effort there from Lane Tech. Will stay Northside ball, but possession arrow will flip towards Lane, and a nice effort there from a couple of Lane Tech players getting down to the ground. Inside, cutting Myatt, goes up for two, can't get it, gets her own rebound, and she will get fouled and head to the line for the second time tonight. Nice effort from her to get to the free throw line. Once again, went 1 for 2 on her previous trip to the line, and she'll try to tie this one up. 21-19 the score. Lane Tech on top of Northside right now. 6:13 to go in the third quarter of play. Lane Tech's fan Stewart section there on the far side of the screen getting loud as Maya misses her first free throw. She'll have one more shot attempt at it. 2 fouls apiece on these two teams. That one was against Hope Johnson, her first of the night, as a second free throw good as well. And it is a 1-point Lane Tech lead, so this one just keeps on going back and forth. Lane Tech's been in the lead for the majority of it, but Northside's hanging around with Lane. Pretty low scoring affair with 6 minutes to go here in the third. As a three on its way, Petrillo hits it. What a shot there for Northside, and Northside takes their first lead here of the second half, 23-21, with 5:45 to go in the third quarter. A travel on the other side here by Johnson, and Northside will get it back. Now playing with the lead. We'll see if that changes how they play. For those of you who were watching the first half, it was them playing from behind Northside for most of the first half, as a timeout here is going to be called. 30 seconds by Lane Tech, and they desperately needed that one. They give up the big three from Petrillo. Almost a lucky shot. She had a defender in her face. Just a very nice shot there from the junior guard forward, and then a turnover committed by Hope Johnson on the other end of things. So Northside will get it back, trying to up their lead. They've only led by, I think, 1 basket. I don't think they've ever had a 2-possession lead this entire game, and we're into the second half, a couple minutes in. So Northside playing in an unfamiliar position right now, as Lane will break the huddle with Collins, Johnson, Myers, Arsenyevic, and Lamperis, your 5 on the court. Looks like no subs, save 5 on the court for the Mustangs, as well as Muldurink will inbound it, gets it to Burke. 5:45 here to go in quarter number 3. Lane Tech has played with all 7 of their seniors tonight. No one else. Looks like they might go the distance of the game, and a foul is going to be called here against Northside. That was called on Kate Shingler. That is her 3rd foul, and if there's one player you do not want in foul trouble for Northside, it's her. She has 7 points, second on the team behind Petrillo, and really the heart and soul of this Northside team. As Lamperis gets it, pulls for 3 in the lead, can't get it to go. Rebounded here by Burke. Sends Muldurink on the other side. She gets it, pulls for the long 2, and no good. Northside will get possession back as Burke misses the 3. Northside trying for a 3rd chance at it. Myatt and Johnson fighting over it on the ground, and possession will go towards Lane Tech as they try to get back into lead, down by 2 right now with 5:15 to go in quarter number 3. Lamperis gets it in quickly to Collins, back to Lamperis. Tight defense here, 2 Northside defenders and 3 Lane Tech players bringing it up the court, so Lane has the numbers and gets past them, but sloppy pass here from Lane. Johnson can't get it, and Lane will get it back, trailing by 2 here. 23-21, 5:05 to go in the second quarter. Myatt gets it here near side to Petrillo. Northside with their 2-point lead. First lead here in the third quarter as Lamperis tips it away. Was trying to tip it and steal it. However, it will go off of her, and Muldurink will inbound it on the far side for the Mustangs. Muldurink having kind of a bigger role here in the second half for this Northside team. Was slightly quiet in the first 2 quarters as Myatt pulls for the short 2 and gets it. And Northside's lead now up to 2 possessions, 25-21. Lane really needs a basket here to slow down this Northside momentum. And a hit check from Tessa Myatt. They will call a foul on her. That is her 3rd. So the 2 tallest players for this Northside team in the foul trouble here. 3 apiece for them. We'll see how long head coach Henderson for Northside keeps them in. That's the 4th team foul of this half for Northside as Lamperis drives in, can't get the 2. But she gets her own rebound after a couple tips. Tried for an acrobatic finish there. And 2 misses from Anastasia Lamperis there. And Northside will get it up by 4. 4:20 on the clock. We'll have a mass timeout soon. Rolling on the ground. Will be picked up by Lane Tech. Collins on the fast break. Goes up for 2. Reverse layup. Can't get it. Fighting for the rebound. And that is going to be the third jump ball called this half already. Not even halfway through the third quarter. And 25-21. Northside will get it back as possession arrow points towards them. So Myatt will check out of the game, and Lila Mediette will check in after the third foul on Myatt. Bringing up the court, Petrillo, who had that nice 3 a couple minutes ago. She leads all scorers with 9 for Northside. Mediette gets her first touches after checking in. Now gives it to Petrillo. Near side, and a pass it inside to Burke, wide open, and Northside doing a great job of finding the open player here. They lead up to 6 now. The biggest lead of the game for either team is 6. Now both teams have possessed that. And a travel is going to be called, just one extra step for Arsenyevic. And Lane Tech just playing a little tired here in the third quarter. They led almost the entire first half. Not big leads by any means, however. They did lead the whole time. And now Northside with a 6-point lead and possession. 27-21, 3:37 to go in quarter number 3 at the quarter 3 mass timeout. We'll see if Lane Tech's able to kind of change this momentum out of the timeout. You can tell Northside drawing up a play there on the far side to try to expand this lead. We talked about in the first half how deadly it would be if Lane Tech gets an 8-point lead when they were up by 4 or 6. Now if Northside's able to do that, that would be really important too, because these teams have been trading baskets all night. There's not been a lot of runs. So if one team can get up by 4 or 5 baskets, it's going to be hard for another team to score 4 or 5 unanswered and try to get back in this game. It'll be Arsenyevic, Myers, Collins, Lamperis, and Johnson, your 5 on the court for Lane Tech out of the huddle. As you mentioned, Northside basketball, they'll be starting on the far side with that referee holding the basketball with about 3/4 of the court to go. 4 fouls already this half for Northside. They did not foul a lot in the first half. Apologies, folks. We still have the bonus on. We're going to switch that up here so all the fouls are right here. And timeouts. Lane Tech is still yet to... Lane Tech did call 1 timeout. So 4-4 for timeouts, and Northside with 2 more fouls for Lane. As far side, Burke with it. Burke's been very impressive here in the second half. Tried for a nice assist there, but not able to finish his mid yet. And Lane Tech will get it back. Desperately needing the basket here. They've been quiet the last couple of minutes. Johnson goes up for 2. She gets fouled. And Hope Johnson will head to the line to shoot a pair. 27-21. She can cut this to a 4-point game if she makes both of them. And that is the 3rd Northside player with 3 fouls. As number 44, Anna Mulduring. So 3 starters for Northside, all with 3 fouls, as the first free shot attempt from Hope Johnson, no good. And checking into the game will be Haritos, as well as number 30, Grace Monago. As his second free throw is good. Johnson goes 1 for 2 from the line. It's a 5-point game. Still anyone's contest. 3:19 to go in quarter number 3. This one, bad pass, and then it goes off the hands of Petrillo. Tight defense there from Collins. Forces the turnover. And a timeout is going to be called by Northside. We'll see if it's a full or a 30-second timeout. It is going to be a full timeout. So that's the second full timeout called by Northside. Henderson wants to have a word with his team, and it will be Lane Tech basketball out of the timeout, down by 5 with 3:14 to go. But with basket here, they can make it a 1-point game, either a 3 or 2-point lead for Northside. Northside obviously will have the lead next time they get the ball, no matter what, pretty much. Just depends on by how much. Northside, Elaine broke that huddle really quickly. Head coach Malloy, not a lot to say to her team. And Lane thought they didn't have possession. They were in defensive formation, and now they are going to send Arsenyevic to the base sideline, and now they'll have Lamperis inbound it. So Anastasia Lamperis will inbound things to Lauren Collins, it looks like, to start after this full timeout called by the Mustangs. Both teams are going to break with their same 5, it looks like. And no defense here from the full court for Northside. Looks like they have gone to a 3-2 zone here. 3 in the front, 2 in the back. Haritos on the far side tried to pass it in, and that will go out of bounds as Arsenjevic tried to get it. And the missed opportunity there from Northside for Lane Tech with some light defense from Northside. They can't convert. Petrillo with it. Northside's Lane going still going at the man-to-man, and it works beautifully as Arsenjevic gets the steal. Collins, Northside has numbers defensively, gives it out to Lamperis. Wide open three, can't get it to go. Three ball's been a trouble for both of these teams tonight. Lane Tech hit a couple. I think Northside may have hit one or two, but no big three-point games for either of these teams tonight. As a couple of players who are not in the starting lineup in for Northside right now due to foul trouble from a couple of the players. Petrillo, who's had the hot hand tonight, passes it out to Monago. Almost looked like a travel there from Burke. She'll get it back. Now inside, they try to get it to Midyet. She finally comes up with it. The three on its way, and an interesting shot, and it goes for Burke. They count it as a three. She kind of just chucked it over her shoulder there, but whatever works, and it's an 8-point lead for Northside. Jones passes out. Collins can't get her hands on it, and Lamperis picks it up. 30-22, 2 minutes to go. The three on its way from Collins, no good. Lane Tech's playing from behind, but they're kind of rushing these threes right now as Lamperis can't get the two to go, and these missed shots really hurting Lane Tech in the third quarter of play. Burke, after making that shot, passes it down low. Midyet goes up for two. They're going to say tipped off of Northside, and Lane Tech will get it back. So it seems like we're saying a lot that these are big possessions for Lane Tech, but they seem to, once they get these stops, they really need to score. Transition offense has been up and down so far for Lane Tech today. Sometimes they've been scoring off of it, sometimes not. It would be very helpful for them if they can score off these turnovers for the duration of the game. 1:43 to go. Nice play by Collins. She fell to her knees and kept on dribbling and then gets fouled. That will be the 6th team foul on Northside. So now one more until Lane Tech gets in the bonus, and it is just the third quarter of play. So for the duration of the fourth, once Northside fouls, it is going to be Lane Tech shooting 1 and 1 or bonus as they get into Haritos. He gets triple team. The zone working somewhat for Northside as Collins drives in, gets to an open Arsenjevic. Haritos in there for the rebound, and Lane fails on both of their chances to score, and Northside's off to the races. Burke gives it out to Monago. The long two on its way, and it's picked by Midyet when Northside needed some buckets. They are getting them now up by 10, the first double-digit lead of the day, and it belongs to the Mustangs, as that will be a foul called on Midyet, who fouls after making that shot, and it will be 1 and 1 for the rest of the way out for Lane Tech. Lane Tech has only committed 2 fouls this half, so Northside a long way off from getting into the bonus, but it'll be Kayla Jones shooting 1 and 1. I believe she went 1 and 1 the last time she went to the line. She'll bend her knees. The first shot on its way, no good. Rebounded here by Haritos, so she won't get the second shot, but Lane Tech will get a second chance as they find an open Collins. She pulls for three, and she gets it. Took a bounce off the inside of the rim there, but goes in nonetheless, and it's a 7-point game, 32-25, Northside on top of Lane. 40 seconds to go in quarter number 3. The three on its way from Petrillo, just a little bit off the mark. That would have been a big response from Northside, but Lane Tech gets it back. Collins, after hitting that shot, gives it to Lamperis. Lamperis fakes the three, got her defenders jumping, goes up for the two, can't get it, and that will go off of, they'll go off of Northside, off of Lane. Northside will get it. Just started going one direction and then changed it, and Northside will get it back. Nice job there by the Mustangs to get possession back, not letting Lane hold for a final shot. 15 seconds. Petrillo with it. Now they get it out. Petrillo, open three, pulls, missed her last chance. She's got this one though. And after Lane hits a three, Northside hits one on the second possession after. 2 seconds, Lamperis with it near half court. She is going to pull for three. Won't get it, almost went in. Not sure if it would have counted either way, but a big third quarter of play for Northside. They lead by 10. They've kept Lane Tech to 25 through 3 quarters of play. Lane Tech had 50 in their last matchup against Jones. So heading into the into halftime, it was 20-18. So Lane Tech scored 5 points that quarter,
while they gave up 17, so outscored 17-5 in the third quarter of play. And Lane Tech is desperately going to need to have some quick shots here. Lane's been playing with only seniors tonight, and it looks like they're going to stick with that for the fourth quarter. So despite the current deficit, they're going to let seniors ride it out on senior night. Collins, Arsenyevic, Haritos, Jones, and Lamperis, your 5 on the court for Northside. Thanks for joining us. Alex Burstein on the call here from Lane Gymnasium. A fun Thursday night conference matchup. It's been close to almost the whole time, but Northside pulling away a little bit here. And it will be Lane Tech basketball to start the third quarter. Winner of this one will take home 5th place in the conference heading into city playoffs. Loser falls to 6. Collins with it. Both these teams 3 and 4 in conference heading into the night. Collins gets it to Lamperis. 10-point lead, 7:50 to go in quarter number 4. Lamperis decides to pull for 3, can't get it to go. She's really struggled with that shot here in the second half. Monago with it, finds an open Burke. Nice tip here by Arsenyevic, and she'll come up with it. Key turnover here for Lane Tech. We'll see if they can get some points off of it. Arsenyevic, far side to Jones. Takes a step out, thought about the 3, won't take it. Lane Tech, as we mentioned, has kind of been struggling with the 3 ball today. Jones with it, top the key. Goes to her right-hand side. Collins from the corner, can't hit it. This one off a couple of fingertips, and Northside will come up with it. Fighting on the ground for it, and Northside will keep possession, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow points towards the Mustangs. So a little bit of a lucky break there from Northside. A nice defensive effort from Lane Tech. However, they cannot get the ball back due to the jump ball, and a 30-second timeout is going to be called by Lane Tech just 57 seconds into the fourth quarter. Head coach Megan Malloy knows something needs to change here with the current deficit, 35-25, 7:03 to go. It's been somewhat a balanced effort. Scoring-wise, the leader is Petrillo for Northside with 12, and she's hit a couple of big threes here in the second half. But just overall, a bunch of Northside players have really contributed to this lead. And the story of the second half has been missed threes. If Lane Tech had made their shots here, even just half of their threes here in the third and fourth quarter, I think they made 1. It would be, a 4-point game. So Lane Tech in desperate need of some points here. And first, a stop with Northside getting the ball out of the timeout. Still plenty of time, though. 7:03 to go. That was the second timeout called by Lane Tech. So now 3-3, the number of timeouts left for both teams. As Burke gets it, Myatt into the game for Lane Tech. Burke on the far side, spin move, gets it inside. Shingler with it, now out to Myatt. Northside has no rush. They played pretty quickly throughout this whole game as Myatt goes up for 2 and gets another foul called against the person defending her, and she's going to head to the free throw line once again, and now Lane Tech in some foul trouble. That is the 4th foul of the game on Kayla Jones, so we'll see if they keep her in. Obviously a key part of this team, but don't want her fouling out, as the first free throw, no good off the left side of the rim. It's been off and on shooting from the free throw line tonight. 35-25, 6:47 to go in quarter number 4. As the second shot's good. She goes 1 for 2 from the line, and Northside continuing to push their biggest lead tonight, now up to 11. Lamperis with it. Obviously, Lane Tech wants a 3, but the way they've been playing, you're probably more likely to score 3 off of a drive foul and make the free throw, so we'll see what they do here. They find an open Collins. After missing the 3, she drives in. Now passing around, they find the open Lamperis. She can't hit. Rebounded. Jump ball that was Shingler and Collins, and possession arrow will point towards Lane Tech as Caroline Myers checks into the game for Zoe Haritos. So they are going to keep Jones in there with 4 fouls right now. 6:28 to go. Lane Tech in the bonus. As the quick 2 by Myers, no good. She's taken a couple of those tonight, and has gotten close each time, but just a little bit off the mark. And Northside will get it back. 36-25, 6:24 to go. Alex Bush down the call here from Lane Gymnasium. Thanks so much for joining us here on Senior Night 2022. Petrillo, who's been the hot shooter tonight for Northside, gets it to Myatt. Book here on the far side. Aggressive defense there from Arsenjevic. You could tell she came in just a little bit faster than she wanted to. Bumped into the person she was defending, and a foul will be called on her. That's her first of the game, a fourth of this half on Lane Tech. So after a pretty quiet start to third quarter fouling-wise, Lane Tech picking them up rather quickly as this one will go through the hands of Burke, and Lane Tech will get it back. Collins with it, gets it to Lamperis. Out to Jones. Jones for three. She hit one in the first quarter, and she'll hit another one now. Big shot there from Kayla Jones. She's up to 12 points tonight, and the lead now down to 8 for Northside. Lane Tech really wants a defensive stop here. 5:45. Obviously, you don't want to foul as Myers wraps her hands around Myatt. Myatt gets around, and here is that turnover we were talking about. Lamperis gets it, and Myatt will draw the foul as she came on a little too fast onto Lamperis. Lane Tech in the bonus, and Anastasia Lamperis will shoot 1 and 1. That is the fourth team foul on Myatt. She will stay into the game. Burke will check out, and checking into the game will be Moldernick, who has 3 fouls. As the first shot, no good. She won't get the second. And Myatt, 36-28, 5:30 to go. Far side with it is Petrillo. This will be a big shot here, trying to draw the charge as Collins. She won't get it, and Petrillo hits it anyway. She just cannot miss tonight, and the lead back up to 10 for Northside. Clutch shot there for the Mustangs. Myers with it. Waits for her teammates to catch up and gets it to Lamperis. I think you want Collins or Jones taking the shots here in the fourth quarter as Collins misses one here, rebounded by Northside, but Lane Tech gets it back. Collins under, makes her second chance at it, and the lead back down to 8. So Lane Tech scoring more at ease here in the third quarter, but will it be enough for a comeback? Down by 8, 4:50 to go here on Senior Night. Myatt with it. 4 fouls on her, as we mentioned. Far side. Shinger with it. She's been kind of quiet here in the second half after a big first half for the 6'2 junior. As Petrillo passes it out. Northside taking some precious seconds off the clock. Down low, Maget tries to go up for it. Can't get it. Fighting on the ground. Coming up with it is Schlinger. And a foul will be called on Arsenjevic. So Katrina Arsenjevic, after picking up no fouls in the first half, now has 2 in the past couple of minutes, and that is 5 team fouls on Lane Tech. So Northside getting closer and closer to being in the bonus. More importantly, they have possession right here, up by 8. We're nearing the 4-minute mark. We'll have a mass timeout soon, possibly at the next dead ball. Myatt with it, takes the floater, can't get it to go. Fighting for the rebound is going to be a jump ball, and possession will go towards Lane Tech. So Lane gets it back. I think some of the players might have thought it was a foul there based on how they're walking, but it'll be just a jump ball. Checking into the game for Northside will be number 15, Veronica Skipper. Skipper's played somewhat limited minutes tonight after being in the starting lineup. And checking out was Lyra Midyet there. As the pass a little too high there from Lamperis to Arsenjevic, and Northside will get it back. Doesn't get much easier for that on a turnover for Northside, and the mass timeout will be called. 38-30, 3:59 to go. Northside on top of the home team here. The Mustangs looking to spoil Senior Night for Lane Tech. As you mentioned, it's been a while since Lane Tech fell to the Mustangs, but this is a much improved Mustangs team from past years. Last year was a big win for Lane Tech, 60-23 here at Lane against the Mustangs. Much different from that here. Lower scoring as well. Not as low scoring as some games for these teams this year. Lane Tech's had some lower scoring ones, but right now it is not looking great for Lane. This 8 points is definitely overcomable in 4 minutes. However, the problem is they have not really been hitting their shots here in the fourth quarter. Jones, Arsenjevic, Myers Lane Paris and Collins will be the 5 on the court for Lane. Thanks for joining us. Alex Burstein on the call here from Lane Gymnasium. It's been a fun one, and Northside trying to close it out here in the 4th. Myatt inbounding it, gets it to Petrillo. Under 4 to play, halfway to go in the 4th quarter. Northside advancing the ball up the court with ease. Nice defense here from Collins. They're going to try to get top the key to Schlinger. They can't. Now Petrillo with the hot hand. Pulls for 3. Can't get another one to fall. Fighting for the rebounds, Myatt, and they'll get it out. The short 2 on its way and good. There from Kate Schingler. And the lead back up to 10 for the Mustangs here. And that is going to be another turnover. Went off the leg of Kayla Jones, and Northside will get it. Mustangs ball up by 10 here. 3.5 to go in the game. So Cerritos will check in soon for Lane Tech. They've been rotating through their 7 seniors all night long. As this one is going to be a travel. And Cerritos will check in. So Lane Tech gets it back with no damage done. They trail by 10 here with a little over 3. Obviously would have been a little easier for Lane Tech if they had scheduled a non-conference game that didn't mean as much for the senior night, but they draw Northside for their senior night battle, and they're trying to pull off this victory with just seniors playing. As they get to Jones, top the key. They need a shot here quick, under 3 now to play. Collins inside to Lane Paris. 2s or 3s work for Lane Tech as Lane Paris gets it to go. 3 ball wasn't working for her. She adapts and drives in and gets the 2. 40 to 32, 2:45 to go in the game. Myatt with it. Far side, slows things down, gets it to Schingler. Petrillo driving in, left-hand side, tries for the hook shot, can't get to go, and it will be rebounded by Lane Paris. So she gets the shot and gets the rebound now, as Collins will drive up the near side. Jones with it. She pulls for 2. Gets it to go, and a little bit of a run here for Lane Tech. It's anyone's game, 40-34, 2:10 to go. So closest it's been in a little while, as we'll get to a wide open Myatt, pulls for the long 2, goes in and out, and a rebound for Lane Tech. They can cut it to a 4-point or a 3-point game here. A 3 would make it a 1-possession game. Collins with it. Little stutter step here near the perimeter. Gets it to Lane Paris. Jones was open, decides not to take the 3. Under 1:45 to play in the game. Lots of time left. Lane Tech with 3 timeouts. Northside with 3 timeouts. Cerritos in the post, gets blocked. Lane Paris pulls for 3, airballs it. Cerritos tried for the save, but it went out of bounds first. And Northside will get it back up by 6. A basket here could be the nail in the coffin. We'll see. And a timeout is going to be called by, I believe, Lane Tech. They're checking to see if it's 30 seconds or a full timeout. It will be a full timeout called by Lane, so they will now have 2 left. Just looking at the fouls, so Northside has 8, Lane Tech has 5. So if Lane Tech does come down to wanting to foul, they're going to have to foul 3 times to get Northside to the line. 2 times for Northside to start shooting 1s and 1s. Any fouls against Lane Tech would put them at the free throw line to shoot at least a 1 and 1. So looked as if Northside might kind of run away with it up by 10, but a couple key baskets for Lane Tech, and it's just a 6-point game. However, it will be Northside basketball out of the timeout. Missed shot there from Lane Paris gives the Mustangs possession. And we'll see who inbounds it for Northside. The whole game, it's been Lane Tech. Even when they call the timeouts, they're back on the court first. They have a quick word with their coach, and then they're back set and ready for it. Now Northside will come out with Myatt, Burke, Petrillo, Schingler, and Mulduring. Myatt will inbound it. Lane Tech with 1 person pressing. Now Jones will come in. Not a super tight press here from Northside. From Lane Tech, and they'll cross half court with ease. Under 90 to play here at Lane Tech. Petrillo with it. Gets a screen to her left. Now we'll throw it to Burke. Inside. Myatt with it. 1:10 to go. Northside taking a lot of possession here.
And a foul is going to be called on Caroline Myers. Got a little too close there to Myatt. And that will be team foul number 6 on Lane Tech. I don't think it was a purposeful foul. But Northside will keep possession. 1:11 to go. 6-point Mustangs lead. They get to Myatt right in the corner. Dangerous pass in, but they will get it to Burke, and now they'll get it to Myatt here on the far side. This one, a turnover off the hands of Jones, and the Mustangs will keep possession. Obviously, no shot clock here in Illinois, so Northside can take as much time off the clock as they want. Up by 6 here, 1:02 to go. Myatt inbounds it. Burke, a running Mulduring. She can't finish, and Haritos gets the rebound. That was a nice idea there from Northside. They can't finish. Numbers here for Lane Tech. They had a 3-on-2. However, they're not able to convert, and a foul will be called on Collins. We'll see if they say she was driving it and shooting or she was on the ground. Either way, it'll be free throws, and they're going to pull up a 2. So 2 free throws here for Lauren Collins. She can make it a 4-point game. That was the 4th foul called on Anna Mulduring. She was out for a while with foul trouble. She'll get back in. She'll get back in, but draw the 4th foul. Just 1 point for the junior tonight. So it was a 1-and-1. The ref was flashing a 2 there, but I don't know what the 2 meant, but it'll be Northside basketball. A turnover here. Collins fighting for it. Jump ball possession arrow towards Lane Tech. So Lane Tech will get it back. 40 seconds left. 39.2 officially. And now you have to think, do you go for 2 or do you go with 3? Northside's been taking a lot of time off the possession, so, 3 makes it a 3-point game. However, the problem is Lane just has not been great at shooting the 3 ball this half, as Lamperis will drive in, try to draw the foul. She does, and it will just take 4.2 seconds for Lamperis to get to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. 35 exactly on the clock. The foul called on Burke. Now Lane Tech is in the double bonus. It won't matter, as that was a shooting foul, as the first free throw, no good by Lamperis. That continues to be a struggle for Lane today. Lamperis, one of the top players on this team, I believe the leading scorer as well, as the second shot, no good. She goes 0 for 2 from the line. And now 30 seconds to go. Lane Tech's going to have to foul. That will be the 7th foul. That is the 3rd against Myers, and Northside will be able to ice it from the line. This shot could put it out of reach. It'll be 1-and-1. Petrillo at the line has probably been the best shooter on the court, possibly for either team. She has 14, as does Jones for Lane Tech, as a jump shot free throw. You don't see that often, but it works. Does a little hop and gets it to a 7-point lead for Northside, 41-34. 4th quarter of play here, 29.9. As the second free throw is good as well, and that could do it. 42-34. Northside looking to upset Lane on Lane's senior night. Lane Tech needs a shot here quickly. 2 or 3 works. Collins gets inside. Just a wall there from the Northside defenders. Now 15 on the clock. They're running out of time. Lamperis pulls for 3. Can't get it. Myers underneath. She can't get it. Haritos goes up for 2. She can't get it. Goes up for 2 again. Finally draws the foul. But a lot of time taken off the clock. 7.9 seconds to go. 42-34 the score here at Lane Tech. That was the 4th foul called on Kate Shingler. Probably won't matter because of how little time is left. 7.9 seconds as the first free throw is no good. She'll get 2, and this one just out over. Northside going to escape with a road victory over Lane Tech. As one more shot on the way, and then probably Northside will just run out the clock, as the second free throw no good. Rebounded by Myatt. They'll get it to Shingler, and she will get fouled. So they are going to foul for this last couple of seconds. Shingler will head to line to shoot a 1-and-1, that being the 8th team foul on Lane Tech. 2.8 seconds to go. Lane Tech seniors aren't able to defend their home court on senior night. However, they will have playoffs, both city and state, to make up for it. The free throw, no good, rebounded by Lamperis, and she will chuck up a last-second shot, no good, and that is going to do it. 42-34 is your final. Big win for Northside. Lane Tech not able to finish the job playing with all of their seniors on senior night. Good effort by Lane Tech. It was really close through the second half, but then Petrillo heated up for Northside in the second half and seals the victory for the Mustangs. That's just about going to do our coverage here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Alex Burstein. Your final score here from Lane Gymnasium, Northside 42, Lane Tech 34. Good night.